Hi everybody, welcome back to another video on the wrestling in the field. Daniel and this is your Rory Cap stroke review. Overall, guys, I thought some of them matches again were of good. So quality and standard. A couple, a debut. He's in a big debut right at the very end of the show. But yeah, without any further ado, guys, let's get into this review. So we start off with LA Knight coming out to the ring. He gets a big rowdy action. He talks about Roman Reigns being a big word a fucker happy to see about Roman dodging him. Knight also said Knight also talked about sorry how the Ames said what's night on to does it ever shot have you on a tournament and like the night then goes on to say he then helps Rey Mysterio create a tournament that LA Knight's not allowed. He did WrestleMania and Slam by himself, but the past few weeks he's brought out the bloodline to do his people. But I have Solo Sikoa as backup solo and says and Solo and says nice Eka for his so he comes out through the crowd night actually he says I actually he says don't do that again and he the and says he the and says is about worried that regret my decision but you had my back etc so the and kind of mocks so saying that was there on the shot speak you he outcome shows they said I bet you thought that was funny last to week but you take either you to at some point night and so would and we way down the go night and so way down the go on let and challenge it shows night actually it says night actually says you can take noodles or a ankle and early flowers and so of them between your old eggs I will eat sma back to 3 seconds with everybody saying L.A. night and then so actually, he says, so the match is set up for later on in the show. Decent promo again from the night. Solo is actually only better as a face, guys, but Knight is actually one of the best talkers in the company as well. Then we move on to our first match of the evening. Stephanie Vicaire up against Roxanne Perez in a very competitive match. Um, um, Perez is flanked by Morgan and Rodriguez at the Judgment Day. So the uh, so pretty good match. Or Ox takes control of the match heading into the break off the distraction from the kill Rodriguez. The F actually fights her way back. Kenta hits a devil's kiss. That move is over. Or like hell, the crowd are still doing the uh, sound effects that Booker T came up with. You have a bunch of airfares in Ottawa. Uh, um, so then, so, so then, so then, F actually hits S, 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 E before the end of the match to get the win, but she can't celebrate as well if rules are out. Uh, Kill Inch comes out to stop a potential ambush. She takes care of the Judgment Day. She says to Steph that that's two now, you owe me. So yeah, pretty good segment here to start off with. Um, so uh, but yeah, Oksana is just Oxanpere is now is basically just the background accessory at this point. It's like, know how when you've got know how when you see like at Burrito I for example using some of his older action figures from the basic range and his action figure setup reviews is the crowd. That's what Rock Sandpere is just starting to feel like here. Which is a shame because she's improved a lot since making a step up to the main roster, or I even remember being highly critical of her in her NXT days, um, but she showed up in a big way backstage, um, backstage, dragging, backstage dragging he is getting a pep talk by his mentor, Misty. Elio, the two kind of shake hands. Sorry, he says, go and get that one. And into the next round, good to work against Dragon. He Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough on a show and like said, oh, look at you, you've been more of a father to him than your own son. Giovanni Evans actually swoops in before Rey Mysterio can finish his response. Evans takes out um, Evans takes out Mysterio and McDonough by the road. He sees um, and then Cole says, um, or Javon. Now we get into the second match of the card. Eyes and it's the triple Cruiserweight champion Phoenix up against them Dragon. The winner goes on to the finals and the winner goes on to the finals of the tournament to face Roman Reigns in Mexico City. This match was an absolute banger. Guys, at one point you had um one point you had Phoenix hit a sort of rolling arc yoke or coming over um Dragon only hit a cannonball on the outside over the top of the announce table that took out Phoenix. Um, Phoenix at a Styles Ash for a near fall. Or if Phoenix fought back, um, eventually to hit the Mexican muscle buster really good chemistry and high flying here. I enjoyed the match. Um, I enjoyed the match. I probably would have wanted Dragon to advance here because if Phoenix already has a championship, so yeah, um it would have been nice to have seen Dragon yet advance, but as you'll see, I'm not actually mad at the potential final outcome of the tournament. Because that'll be a banger of a match. Also, Obafemi, um, Obafemi and Ron Burry are have their contract signing. Um, so prepare on break. Also, who the hell do you think you are called and yourself the future? Okay, you've beaten Brock is not you've beaten Brock you've beaten the Brock on kill is not you skill or the bunch of people but you haven't faced me over with the and respond with in 2002, you skill Osh John Cena, and 2011 you'd be the guy, but in 2026, Ronnie, you are up against over Emmy, and the odds of you being the future of the company have drastically decreased. This would actually break down into a role. So, but, but around with actually chuck the contract that him in, and he would say he sign it for him. So he would then say to Oba, shall we get your daddy to sign the contract? But on with the end, Oba, the two would then get into Brawl. Austin Theory with the and man, they do get the job on over briefly, but then runner on the way, only to stay they getting choked. So through the announce table, he was kind of in the in zero here where it was inevitable he'd take an out over the and says I've got your on I'll see it's a top ten it's main of and pretty good segment and um pretty good segment, and I think break RSJL is of the fact him and Scott this new found respect for Oba. Femi there is paranoia with Baron break, or he feels threatened by you Oba, so that's why I are having the match as well. But it'll be a pretty good match. So then we get Ivana Evans up against Big Ass. So Big Ass actually he comes out and he's big but I are in AEW and in TNA as W Morrissey. He'll just or Jeans and Timberland and Boots. I think Rhyme Time on their I make that, but we'll just leave that there for now. The match itself was kind of a engines match here, but all would then say on commentary that Yvonne was just a kid the way and Ashby is here the first time, so there's no real history, so he doesn't get what I so he doesn't get what will like Ash's attack. So we get a diving outside over the barricade. Um, in the second half of the match after Javon after Javon sustained the East River Rawson that Michael actually called a side to so for some reason just the run. I suppose, guys, I don't get that either. That was a howl. Or so back in the ring, eventually a big ass gets the big oot on Javon to get the and over Evans. Ass is happy with the destruction. Um, was Javon is tossed around like a rag doll. It was a decent match for what it was. Then the Judgment Day, JD McDonough and the Stereo come back out to attack Javon to get and to get revenge for that backstage. Um, so yeah. So yeah, now it looks as though Evans is so now it looks as though Evans will be feuding against the Judgment Day, so they've kind of pivoted, but the match itself here was a pretty strong one for what it was, but yeah, um, but yeah, decent enough of match here. So then we get to a part of FC's entering the second semi-final. Of course, this is one a part of three the Panthers go on up against. This was another really hard for my actual apart. Ah, I thought might have got the win of the Spanish fella. Aye, but Penta was able to recover, hit the sacrifice arm wringer on um on a Parker to get the win. Now to set up the Mexican destroyer off the ropes to get the and the two had a pretty decent match, although the first semi final was a little bit better. Actually, quite a bit better. These two didn't have the same um, these two didn't have the same chemistry. There was no ideal pack each to encourage. So backstage we do get a couple interviews with later on. The first being with Jackie Redmond interviewing Solo. Uh, Jackie actually says to Ruka, you must be so oh, you're getting your women's IC title rematch. So says she's ready to um So says she's ready to take care of the of the Judgment Day and by actor title Stephanie Vickera League of Stananto of you as well with Jackie backstage. She says she's ready to take of Morgan's title and destroy the Judgment Day, but during Solo, as interview, she was interrupted by Ira, and Io says congratulations on getting the shot, whereas Ira says, oh, it's on it back, and she was quite for all about so giving up the challenge or the L again in the rematch. So there are still a bit of tension. I see Ida and Io getting involved. She basically intimidates Io by saying, "What are you?" And, and Io goes, "Oh, scary." So they've kind of relegated Io into a comedy act here. Woman, she should be a bit more than that, but yeah, let's hope it's not a sign of things to come. Then in the main event, guys, Knight and Solos will take on the Usos. I'm not really going to pull by parade as match all that hot, as obviously it's just a standard tag match, but there's interference towards the end of the match. Roy Nicola causes it to get on out. Royce keys Royce keys end up steering so through the barricade. Then OTM, Bronco, Ina, and Ush in play is to take out take out J and L night they take out Jamie by putting them through the table. Royce Keys gets good. So basically, they've kind of rushed the all up of OTM, but east it'll ice them or ice gets whereas Michael oh actually he says here that ice teamed up of night and so or summer so and they got the victory over the although I'm just to remind everybody. Um so yeah. Um so yeah, and of course but around Kobe is kicked out alone as Eros de Mal down in Liverpool after the loss to Pen. So yeah, that is something to consider, and you've had a ice challenge, or X is kind for the NXT championship. There were error as of this huge on for the uh, and yeah, so it's me eternalized into this NXT all up of course we also get teaser um a teaser trailer for um a, a trailer a trailer a teaser for for all of Isis in roster the big should be the big win in the on the Mexico's at the Raw episode. So a couple of new all obstacle on bat the devil he sees a couple else in you here drag off extra but yeah but yeah guys that is we here below Eva but hey exciting with it so and the show it gives ease a bit more it gives ease a bit more to who I'm kinda still on the fence about OTM. They don't really do anything for me as a tag team unit. I was firm having Ina Anlo or Speros Dema out, but obviously they had to this and then my intense being kicked out of that faction and it seems as though they've committed to the OTM tag team. They've paired them up with a Royce. It gives her eyes something more to do on. So again, it's just in that and her eyes actually aren't all that an exciting tag team. They kinda remind me of a perfect rhyme time in a sense with all the kinda urban vignettes and stuff. But of course, but all from big 6 foot eyes. It is JTG was never the but you get what I mean. So I think maybe around seven for this episode. A good so uh, um episode. I'll do an OTM but breakdown as well during these reviews. I will do an OTM breakdown as well during these reviews for on the likes of Sean and the doll who tune in regularly of today's videos. To me, when they first aired OTM up of Jada Parker down in NXT, it was obvious that Jada Parker had the more personality out the three, whereas the two had in and or ice kinda struggle und when Ina was doing triple stuff with the new was Peros the how it was kinda developing hints of a personality, but now that they've paired them up of right, I think they'll just go to being heavies for right. era rather than having personality, but that's just it's my own way me age on that pick. I think a 7 out of 10's about right. I think maybe another backstage segment or another a promo would have elevated this. Maybe you could have had Roman Reigns out the here for the two semi-final matches, but it's WWE and they like to get have a Roman time off if that part-time contract. Maybe it would have been good though to have him on special guest commentary. He also something just to connect those two semi-final matches to the upcoming eventual rise of women and in the tournament a bit more or just maybe another backstage interaction of Rome or um maybe you do get Chad Bill and Ethan Page having a backstage interaction as well. Chad Abel says he was only give Ethan Page a shot at the IT title, but Ethan Page and his by saying he's given an opportunity to Hall of Fame for on an easy night off instead of the challenging him. So yeah, so that'll be Chad Gable's next feud, and so overall, guys, I think seven's a fair was some decent matches and stuff on the show. The OTM debut in them in Oscar was unexpected, and you guess so. Let's see what comes for that, and yeah, looking forward to seeing Low of Vice on the road or in Mexico City in a couple of weeks. I honestly thought though that she'd move to SmackDown because the real life relationship with the aiming per released, but maybe they decided it didn't suit the two characters and the directions because it's obvious that Harry Easter's gonna turn on Truth pretty soon, but yeah, guys, so even out of 10, pretty decent show. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and yeah, OTM did big reasons on the main Ross are and yeah, may know your thoughts in the comment section of other videos that you'd like to see. I do have an on all little on the community tab for a few days just to get a few more of what's on. So on a future video I year and with that guys, thanks for all the support and I'll see you all in the next video. a deal. It'll probably be either NXT, either or in fact it'll but yeah, hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you all very soon for another video. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see you all very soon.